Hello everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. I certainly do appreciate it. Today's beer comes from Kent Falls Brewing. These guys are up in Connecticut. This is their Doubly Awkward Hug. Everybody's had one of them or two in their lifetime, huh? Yeah, probably so. This was sent to me by Christian. So Christian, thanks for sending the beers that you sent. He says it was canned on 9/30 of 19. He picked it up at a local package store. Within a week, it was canned. So it does have a canned on date on it, and it says canned on 9/30/19. Says perks by 11/30/19. I guess by perks they're saying they want you to have it by then. 9, 10, 11. So they're only giving it a 2-month shelf life, which is good. That is a good thing, guys. Big 16-ounce plain Jane silver can with a stick-on wrap around the label. I don't know how big the brewery is and what kind of beers they're producing. I said that about the New Park beers that he had sent me, whether they're doing any kind of dark beers. I'm not sure what all they're doing. This is considered an Imperial IPA. It's coming in at 8%, I think it says here on the can. Yeah, 8% by volume. So it's got the ABV, and it's got the canned on date. It's even got the Best By date on it too. I don't mind the Best By date or Best Before date or anything like that if they give us the canned or bottled on date to go with that, so we know how old the beer is. Because a lot of beers give them a lot of different month shelf life. These guys are only giving it 2 months, and that's a good thing. That is a real good thing. I personally give them 3 months, but there are some breweries that give it 4, 6, 8, 12 months on this style of beer, and that's no. That's no good. Because the hop flavor's fade, guys. Y'all know that. Anybody that has drank any old IPAs or double IPAs, they know what I'm talking about. They lose their hop presence, guys. They turn more malty over time. So you want to drink them fresh, especially IPAs and double IPAs. Those are the two styles that you want to have fresh. Imperial stouts, bourbon barrel aged stouts, man, you can keep some of that stuff depending on the ABV for years and years and years and years and years, and it's not going to affect it too much. Some of them even get better with age. So, but this style, these styles, IPAs and double IPAs, are critical on getting them fresh. If you want to have that big hop present. If you don't, you like more malty beer, just sit on it for a while. It'll get malty. Trust me, it will. So, let's jump over to Untap. They says, like the original, they've done an awkward hug. This is their Doubly Awkward Hug. It says only more awkward. And they're using Citra and Azacca hops on this particular beer. So, no IBUs is listed here. So let's see what this brings to the table, guys. Into the glass we go. Not super hazy coming out, but just like yesterday's beer, we may have some settling going on in there. See if I can swirl it before I get the glass full. See if that changes anything. All right. About 1.5 fingers of head. It is kind of cloudy, kind of hazy. They are. I got a dark spot floating around in there. I don't know what that is. I don't see anything floating. Get that one spot that floated around down in there. I'll have to try to get that out when I get to the final chug before I come back. Nice looking beer. It does look very cloudy, kind of hazy. Not to the New England style to me, but we haven't got the back end in there, so we'll see if that changes any. Nice hop presence. A lot of pine and grapefruit. Nice and citrusy. Smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Christian. Thank you, sir. Very citrusy. Definitely getting that from the Citra hops, the Absicca hops. Never brewed with that hop before. Does seem rather tasty. I've got a very dark speck in there. I don't know what that is, if it's come off some of the hop plant. I've got several of them down in the bottom of it there, so probably an unfiltered beer, I would think. Well, like I said, we're going to swirl this around and get the back end pour in there. Might be some more chunkiness floating to the bottom of the glass, coming from the bottom of the can. So may have had some settling going on there. Good looking beer, nice tasting beer, 8%. Not looking like a super bright orange juice color New England style beer, but very hazy, kind of cloudy. There are some particulates floating around in there. So definitely looks like an unfiltered beer, guys. So straight out of the fridge, let's sip on this one for a little bit and see what we end up with. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping it for a while. Very nice slicing is left on the glass. Tasty beer, guys. Not world class or outstanding, not blowing my hair back or my socks off or anything, but very tasty. It's into the ABV range that I like to see beers for my go-to beers. But of course, this is not available here to me locally. I would buy this beer, guys. It is a tasty beer. Like I said, it's not world class or blowing my hair back or anything like that, but it is very well made. There is a lot of sediment in the beer, which tells me it's an unfiltered beer. I don't see that big black speck that I seen earlier, but I'm sure it's there in the bottom. There's a whole lot of sediment in the bottom of the glass here, so it is a tasty beer. Very nice hop profile, nice hop taste. Very enjoyable. I liked it. Thanks, Christian. I did appreciate it, sir. Final chug. A whole lot of stuff in the bottom of that glass, guys. That tells me that it is an unfiltered beer. Still tasty. To me, guys, I think it's an A- beer, and that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to give it a 94, though. It's right at the door to be a solid A beer. If you say, oh my God, it's an A beer or it's a 10 beer, I wouldn't argue with that. It is pretty tasty. I don't know how big this brewery is, Kent Falls Brewing, but they seem to be doing some tasty stuff. Enjoyed it. It is a very tasty beer. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 92 in their outstanding range. That's about where I'm putting it. And over to Untapped, they have it at 4.26. That's borderline also between their A- and A scale. So, like I said, I wouldn't argue. If you think this is an A beer, I wouldn't argue with that at all. It is very, very tasty, very enjoyable, very easy drinking for an 8%er. Very nice. I enjoyed it. I would buy this beer if I could get it here, guys. I would. And that's the biggest recommendation I can give to a beer. If I tell you I would spend my money on it, it's worthy of picking up. So if you've had the Doubly Awkward Hug from Kent Falls Brewing, let me know what you think. This is a 2019 edition. 8%, 8.2% is what it says here on Untapped. It says 8% on the can. So I don't know if they've had something bigger. It also has 8% on Beer Advocate. So a lot of times the ABV varies from batch to batch or year to year whenever they do those or these beers. So can says 8%. So Beer Advocate actually has it correct on this, but they don't differentiate between the years, and I didn't type in 2019 on Untapped to see if it had something different. So 8% 2019 edition. If you've had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.